So welcome class. Today we're going to be taking a little departure. We're going to look ahead. Imagine it's the end of freshman year. You guys all got A's miraculously because you listened very well and you wrote excellent papers. And then because of this, you all suddenly get contracts to go become the next huge team of sitcom writers, and you're going to write really funny shows and get paid millions of dollars, and you're all very happy because you're only 14-year-olds you know that are doing that. So your first assignment, your boss walks in and he's not very smart and he just wants things very simple. He likes one-sentence explanations of things, and he says, describe a nice day. So I want everyone to take out a sheet of paper and in one sentence, describe a nice day. More than 15 words. This isn't a paragraph. It's just a short, simple sentence. Remember, your boss is not very bright. He likes things simple. I'm sure you guys are used to dealing with authority figures that aren't very bright, so draw on experience from this. When you guys are done, just thunk your pencils down really loudly so I know it's done. Great. All right, your boss storms into the room. There's too much time. I need my one sentence, so read whatever you have. So we'll go around. So we'll start in this corner. So Matt, can you kick us off? What's your whatever you have?
It was a beautiful sunny day without a cloud in the sky.
Okay, so we've got sun. It's beautiful. Okay, next.
It was a warm and sunny day with a gentle breeze and a shady tree by the ocean.
It's warm and things are gentle. This is a nice day so far. Let's keep going. Emery.
Sun shining, air flowing, and my dog next to my chair.
Flowing. We have flow now, and we've got our little canine companion. We've got a dog. All right, next.
The sun is shining and the weather is warm.
Warm, again. So we like warm a lot. We like warm things because we live in New England. Let's keep going.
I copied Victoria and wrote, the sun was shining and the weather was gorgeous.
Gorgeous, even better. It's also beautiful, but in a different way. Okay, let's keep moving.
There is good food and sun and beautiful women everywhere.
So feud, yes, feud. We have food, we have beautiful women. Let's not throw that up there. We do have things that are beautiful. Our dog is also beautiful, so we've got tons of beautiful things everywhere. Next.
It's a sunny 75-degree day with a light breeze.
Okay, so we've got 75 degrees. We've got a numerical value for nice. What is nice? All right, Chris.
It is sunny with a cool wind.
Cool. Nice. Okay, so your boss comes in and he says, that's awful. I hate that. I hate nice days. I'm changing my mind. The show's, it's going to be depressing. Write me a bad day. So everyone take 10 seconds, 15 seconds, write a quick description of a bad day. Alright, so we'll start. Your boss storms back in. I need my sentence. So we'll start on this side and we'll work our way back around. So, Chris, can you kick it off?
Bad day is when you get punched.
You get punched. Wow. Starting off with the physical, right? Just getting punched. Fun. Next.
It's muggy and hot. I feel like I just went swimming in a sweat pool.
Muggy and a sweat pool.
Yeah.
Gonna sign me up for one of those.
Pool full of sweat.
A sweat pool. That is a great phrase. All right.
Be hot and overcast.
Overcast. All right, next.
The sun was shining and I was stuck inside with my cohorts.
Stuck inside.
Mean.
We'll take care of her after the lesson.
All right, next.
I woke up with a headache and I have 3 tests today.
All right, we've got tests. Got a headache. Getting more slanty as I'm writing here. All right, keep going.
Mosquitoes on ankles and a layer of slimy sweat.
Slimy sweat. And mosquitoes. Is there an E in mosquitoes? Anyone?
Yes.
Yes?
Mhm.
How many people say yes? There's an A. How many people say no? All right, we're pretty evenly split, so I'm just gonna write a very small E. we can look this up later. All right, let's keep moving.
Stuck outside in a thunderstorm.
Thunderstorm. It's our typical bad day, right? Charlie Brown, little personal thunderclap falling around, right? He's moping. It's just raining just on him and no one else. And that finished up.
I said the radiation level was as high as the pollen count on Tuesday.
So there's a radiation level, presumably from some nuclear apocalypse. So it's not just a bad day. It doesn't look so bright for the rest of the end of the world. But anyway, the radiation level. So your boss comes back into the room and he says, "This is great, but it's still too much. I need you guys. We're going to stick with the bad day, but I want you to pick the 2 worst things on this board." And I want you not just to pick the 2 worst absolute things. I want you to pick the 2 best words that paint the picture of a bad day. So let's just open it up to discussion. Let's just take votes. So how many people say, anybody got a favorite they want to throw out and go for right now?
Sweat pool.
Sweat pool.
Sweat pool, yeah.
2 for sweat pool.
3.
3, 4,
5.
5.
I like slimy sweat. Yeah, slimy.
Slimy sweat.
Oh, shoot.
How many? Any other for slimy sweat? We got 2 for slimy sweat. We're split on the sweat conundrum. So we're slimy sweating in a sweat pool.
I like let's go together. Maybe.
Punch maybe throw in there.
Punched into a slimy, sweaty sweat pool.
Punched and I fell into a slimy sweat pool full of sweat. Okay. So let's think about the words that we picked here. We've got sweat pool, slimy sweat, and punch.
Definitely not.
Punch. What is the feeling we get from being punched? What does that word make us sort of think about? If we just say punched and there's nothing attached to it. Pain. Right. Pain. What
Someone did it to us.
Someone did it to us, right? So there's another person involved.
Intentionally.
Intention,
Hatred.
It's not fair.
hate, unjust, unfair, right? What about sweat pool? What does that conjure up for us? What do we think about the sweat pool?
Gross.
Gross, why? What is so gross about a sweat pool?
It's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
So let's think about these words. Disgusting, sweat pool, slimy. What do they seemingly have in common?
They're bad.
They're all bad, right? They're all in this giant category of bad day. It's why your boss loves them so much. Sweat pool. It's not just a pool. It's a sweat pool. Why say sweat? What's a synonym for sweat?
Perspiration.
Funk.
You're perspiring. Why say it's not a pool full of perspiration? Why say sweat pool instead of perspiration pool?
It puts a negative connotation on it.
Negative connotation. Thank you. Big word. Everyone also write this down because you'll have to explain this to your boss at some point. Connotation. Anyone know what this means? Definition of it.
It's not what the word means, but what it makes you think of.
Right. So it's not just the definition. It's the definition plus what it makes you think of. So what else in a word makes you think of things aside from the definition of it?
The image of it.
The image of it, right? What it conjures up. Like we said, punch, we think of all this stuff. Sweat pool versus perspiration, what else is different about those 2 words?
How they sound.
How they sound. So let's think about how words sound, like punch, right? What's the beginning sound here? Puh. It's forceful, right? It's not like perspiration, which is sort of floating or flow, right? We sort of walk along the beach with our sunny day and a gentle breeze, right? We sort of loft along those words. Punch, right? We just get stuck with that puh, we can't get out of it. Words like growl. Can anyone say growl really quickly?
Growl.
You kind of can't even get it, right? So when you're trying to say growl quickly, you are growling. Rage is another word. We can't spit it out quickly. We get stuck in that long R sound. So sound has so much impact on our own choice of words. So when we choose to use certain words, they have a very clear impact on everyone else that's listening to us. So if I said someone was a ditzy person, what do you guys imagine they would sound like? Can I get someone to volunteer what a ditzy person might say? I said you're ditzy.
Like, oh my god.
Totally.
Like totally like, oh my god, like I'm really actually like really smart. So if our ditzy friend says this, do we believe them?
No.
No, why?
Because they don't sound smart.
Because they don't sound smart. So exactly. So think about the words you say, and then try to make yourself sort of sound not like that. So think about the impact of your words on everyone that you're talking to. And I guess I'm one out of time.
Yeah.